Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Lifeology. Please like and follow if you're enjoying our content. Let's get to it. I remember many years ago when I was in the military. I was looking for an apartment in North Charleston, and I went into an office of one of the apartment complexes, to fill out an application. And there was a young lady in there. And she was like literally on top of the desk, cleaning shelves that were on the wall. I myself at the time was maybe 25, 27 years old. And I was so impressed. See, I always had morals and standards and values because my mama didn't play. I'm a Jean, did not play with my black ass. So I was taught a little different, certainly a lot different than some of the generations after me. But anywho, this young lady was so busy at her work. And I just found it so interesting. And, we talked about the apartment that was available, and I went and took a look at the unit. Needless to say, I didn't get an apartment there. But I asked her a question when I finished my tour. I said, wow, you were in here just really doing your thing, just working. And I know for most people, it didn't seem like a big deal. Most folks figure, well, isn't that what we go to work for, to work? But what she said to me, she said, it's what we do when no one's watching that determines or contributes to the type of person that we are. Damn. I thought about that for years. There are key phrases and moments in my life that have stuck with me. Things that I've discussed with other people, friends, partners, colleagues, superiors. It's just amazing what we can retain when we want more, when we're trying and we're striving for something. All these things, all these lessons, they're stored and they're going to come back. So, today's episode is about integrity. Integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. See, it's easy to do the right thing when all eyes are on you. Who doesn't do a good job when the boss comes around? Those co-workers and those people, they sitting around bullshitting, they ain't doing nothing. They talking, they gossiping, they're scrolling on their phones. They're doing nothing. Soon as they see one of their supervisors, all of a sudden, everybody's got something to do. No, you was picking your damn nose before I came over here. Keep picking your nose and just pick your ass right on out the door. That's the issue. People don't have integrity. I've taught my children. I am teaching my son. It's what we do when no one's watching. That's such an honorable person, because she could have been in there reading a book. She could have been on her phone. Well, I don't even think back then we had cell phones. Yeah, that's how old I am. But she could have been on the phone. She could have been doing so many other things that had nothing to do with work. No one was there. She was literally in this office by herself. She wasn't the supervisor either, by the way. She was an employee. Integrity. What are you doing when no one's watching? What are you doing when no one's watching? What are you doing when no one's watching? Integrity. Always doing the right thing. That's hard for some people. Some people can't do the right thing to save their little lives. They can't even get up and walk a straight line the way they're supposed to. When we sit and we wonder how come things aren't working out and why aren't things going our way, remember, everything that we talk about here has to do with who? Has to do with who? With me. And you already know me is not me, it's you. Me is not me, it's you. Everything we discuss on this platform is about your growth, your development, your lessons, your discoveries, with topics that we'll have and talk about, with guests that we'll have. It's always going to be about you. That's what it's about. We have to get to a place where we make a decision on what kind of person do I really want to be? What kind of person am I? Do you have mentors? Are there people that you look up to? Are there people that you perhaps aspire to be similar to? Not like. Nobody can be like me, but people can be similar to me. I can't be like Maya Angelou. I can't be like Oprah Winfrey. I can't be like Sojourner. I can't be like Harriet Tubman. But I can be similar. I can walk, I can move, I can respond in a way that they did. Similar. You know, a friend of mine and I are doing one of the challenges. You know, there's a facial thing. There's so many of them going around on TikTok and social media. And we call it the face shock treatment or the lemon therapy. And Ashton, I forget Ashton's last name. I'm sorry. I'll come back maybe and put in a comment. But Ashton is huge. He's got like 15 million followers, right? So regardless of how you feel, he's got to be doing something right, because 15 million sons of a bitches decided they wanted to follow this man. Whether it be so they could troll, whether it be so they could make snotty comments and disagree with everything he's doing, which is totally the definition of oxymoron. But that's a whole nother subject. I get off track sometimes. But we're following Ashton, and he has such a routine. His life is a lifestyle. And the things that he incorporates are, one of the things is for toning the face, adding collagen to the skin, helping to, smooth any wrinkles, and oxygenating the skin, and different things like that. So he dunks his face in a bowl full of ice, water, and lemon. A lemon cut in half. He squeezes the juice in. And the dunks are maybe 10 seconds each, and he does 3 of those. We've been doing that for about a week now. And oh my God, when I tell you that thing is exhilarating, I feel refreshed, I feel alive, I feel awoke. And I do it in the mornings. This has become a part of my routine. Not because he did it specifically, because it's something that makes sense for where I am in my physical fitness journey, and my health journey, and my beauty journey. It's something I've added, and I've tweaked it. Now it's about a week later, so I'm used to it. My body's used to it, so I've tweaked it. We tweak it to something that we like. So now we're not doing exactly as he, but we're very similar. Doing something very similar to what Ashton is doing and what hundreds and thousands of people were doing. There has to be an influence in your life. We should all have mentors. They can be alive or they can be deceased. Your mentor can't really be the person that's not doing as well as you. Like, who the fuck is looking at a homeless person and using them? But now that's a whole subject too, because let me tell you something. Oh my God, I have so many stories, y'all. I met a millionaire, one of the many I've come across in my life, when I was in college, Temple University, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There was this gentleman that sat outside Wendy's every day, and he begged for money and he begged for food every day. And you know what happened, of course. Most people overlooked him. Most people didn't think about him. They laughed at him. They mocked him. Some gave him money or bought him, food from the store. One day, me and one of my classmates was walking off the campus, Broad Street, the main campus, and this stretch limo. Now, this was in the 80s, okay? That gives you an idea how old I am. This was in the 80s. And the stretch limo pulled up, and a chauffeur got out and proceeded to approach the man. When he fussed and grumbled for a moment, then he got up with the chauffeur. He got into that limo. I looked at my friend, I was like, what the fuck? Come to find out, this man was a millionaire. I mean, he had millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He wasn't doing an experiment. He had some type of a mental issue going on, as so many people do. And that's a whole nother topic as well. But he had a mental illness. And I'm thinking maybe he didn't like that life after all, that he worked so hard for, and he sacrificed for, and he sacrificed for, and he fucking sacrificed for. Because this is what happens. When you want something, when you're trying to get to something, no matter how big or small, you got to sacrifice. You have to be willing to give something up in order to get something back. But you can't give up bullshit. You can't be willing to, stay in bullshit. Because that's what you're going to get back. What we give is what we get. What we put in is what we get out. Integrity. What are you doing when no one's watching? What are you doing to better yourself? What are you doing to enhance your mind? What are you doing for your physical fitness, your emotional, your spiritual growth and health? What are you doing? I've never seen so many people that want so many things and don't do shit. You don't contribute anything to what you want. You just sit back and you watch. You sit back and you scroll. But what are you doing? And are you doing it with pure intent and purpose? And are you following and watching people who are going to help you get just a little bit closer to the goal? Because if you're just hanging out with Meek and Moo, if you're just hanging out with the gang, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go too far. Gang ain't moving, you ain't moving, y'all just deadbeats. Y'all just out here perpetrating, pretending that you got it like that. And you ain't got shit. You ain't got two nickels to rub together. Oh, believe me, there have been times when I haven't had 2 damn nickels, 2 pennies, nothing. But I made shit happen. That's what I do. I make shit happen. That's what I do. I make shit happen. That's what I do. Because it's me. Remember, it's me. It's me. And when I do that, I'm going to do it with the most integrity. I'm going to try to put myself or surround myself with people, engage myself with people who are at minimum on my level. But the hope is always there above me. I want to be around people who are above me and people who have integrity. Because then I know I will not be led astray. I will get good, sound advice. And that's what I've gotten over the years. And it's been a roller coaster. There have been 6-figure years, 6.5-figure years, and there have been years I only made, I think, oh shit, it felt like 2 figures. I'm sure it was more. There are going to be ups and downs. That's what this thing in life does. It takes us up, it takes us down. We go in circles. Ooh, it's not always easy. But you know what they say. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Integrity, guys. What are you doing when no one's watching? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please like and follow and leave comments. We would love to hear your perspective. Until next time, do everything with integrity. Maintain your stance.